Have you ever heard of the name Mike Battista? Because Ross Coulthard and News Nation just dropped something big. And if you've never heard of him, I'm about to motherfucking break your Mike Battista virginity, okay? Because he shows actual live n.h.i, supposedly, okay? So check this out.
A Green Beret, former Green Beret, Magic Mike Battista is joining us. Welcome, Mike. Good to have you here.
Happy to be
Mike,
here.
Mike's a former US Army Green Beret. I think you got out in 2023. Is that Mike? Right, Mike?
It was around 2021.
2021, was it? Right. Mike's also been one of the psionics working very closely with Jake Barber's SKYWATCHER group doing the psionic summoning. And in the course of the last few years, Mike's been seeing and experiencing, often in his private capacity outside of his work with SKYWATCHER, some quite extraordinary phenomena. And we're going to show you a video today that, frankly, is extraordinary. And I challenge anyone to provide me with a prosaic explanation for what we're about to show you. I think potentially what Mike is about to show us today is momentous. Is it imagery of a non-human intelligence?
Okay, so guys, sit back, get your snacks, get your popcorn, relax, get your drinks, stay hydrated, and get ready because we're about to watch some weird ass Egyptian god looking motherfuckers on camera, okay? Sticking out your tongue for the picture. You're so pretty, you're so popular.
Magic Bike Mike Battista, welcome. Welcome
Thank
to
you.
Reality Check. Good to have you here.
Happy to be here.
So, when did the landing incident occur?
Oh, there were several of those. The one they're revealing today, that occurred in April of 2023.
So, talk me through how that came about. What was happening? Why do you think that this alleged landing of what I say this with a laugh because it is just such confronting imagery, what we're about to show the public. It is extraordinary. How did this happen?
Well, this is after a year and change of just being outside every night, like interacting with the phenomenon and building that relationship, but still not understanding my purpose in this or why they're visiting me, almost like loitering. And I want to say harassing, but they're like, hey, we're getting his attention. If you're this hyper intelligent species, this non-human intelligence, that's way far more advanced than us, then just land. I was like, do it. Like, are you too scared to land? I was almost antagonizing, the connection in my mind. And because I was frustrated, I didn't know why this was happening. And, I didn't think they were going to do it. And they called my bluff.
So I do not know if you guys are as weird as me, but I've done this as well. I'm like just talking in my head, looking in the sky, like maybe that's a little bit weird, but then I'm like, you fucking pussy, land that ship right now. I don't like prove you exist. That'll change everything. Just fucking do it. People say you exist. Come on, dude. This is why people don't think you exist, dude. But yeah, so then I'm like antagonizing as well. But in my case, this has never happened. I haven't had equipment to capture them within their time fucking weird, environment and dimension to like capture them in the clips and frames and shit. But yeah, I've definitely antagonized. Maybe they've been there and I just couldn't notice or see them. I don't know. But yeah, they need to like, get better at that. They're like much more advanced, right?
I'm looking at the sky and very clear night. And after expressing this frustration, I see something very high up in the sky, like you see like a satellite or something, but it was blue and it was going by overhead and it ejected something out of the back of it. And it had its own like light source, almost looked like a shooting star got ejected out of the bottom of an orb.
Mike, at this stage, you're holding your phone up, a cell phone, and you're filming what you're seeing, correct?
Yeah, I believe that was shot on a Galaxy.
Okay. What did they say to you about your dog? Tell me that story.
So again, it was like infant stage of n.h.i communication, and I asked him to land, and then I instantly got this thought response back in my brain saying, "We'll land, but only if you put your dog away in the crate." And I was like, "Oh, that's a strange request," because I usually have my dog has seen more aliens than anybody. Okay, he's always with me, and but he's Belgian Shepherd, Belgian Malinois Dutch Shepherd mix, and
Oh,
he's
they're a
trained.
very big, fierce dog. They're used by a lot of people in special forces, but they're a
Absolutely.
terrifying animal, aren't they? They're a very fierce dog.
Absolutely. So I was like, all right, sorry, Duke, we're gonna have to sit this one out, So I brought him back outside, and then that's when something ejected out of the bottom, and then you could see it slowly, coming down until it just started to get closer and closer, and then once it got in proximity of me within 100 feet, as it was closing in, it did something to me that affected me physiologically in a way that almost made me docile or compliant.
So it affected him physiologically, whatever that word means. But yeah, I wonder if it's like Jacob Barber, like his case picking up the egg. I don't know why I didn't pick up these stuff, like, but or how the egg connects to it in any way. Um, but he also had like, you know, a contact with a feminine energy supposedly, and it made him emotional. He was crying.